We all know that person that's always bragging that they've got hundreds and thousands of pages of notes on a certain topic. And sometimes it sounds like, oh yeah, wow, they're so organized. But well, it actually means that they're doing it wrong, because you don't need to have that many pages when you're making notes. So there's 7 things that you need to know before you even start making your notes. The first one is you need to know what type of structure or note-taking system you're going to be using for a certain module or for a certain topic, because it's not a one-size-fits-all. You can't always be writing your notes in this long paragraph forms. Sometimes you have to mix it up. You need to add in your mind maps, you need to add in graphs, you need to add in flow diagrams. This can all be included in one specific topic that you're doing all these things. So you can't make your note-taking system boring and very repetitive all the time. It defeats the purpose, and that's how you end up having 5 million pages. The second thing is you need to make sure that you've got a note-taking mindset. You actually need to be focused and actually paying attention to the note-taking that you're doing, because if you're going to do it absent-mindedly, then you're not going to summarize anything. You're just literally going to be copying and pasting straight from your textbook. The third thing is you need to structure your notes according to your syllabus. Most of the time your lecturers go on tangent, and sometimes your textbook will give you extra information about the historical fact, etc., etc. Follow your syllabus. What do you have to know, and focus your notes according to that. Leave the extra information out. The fourth thing is when you're adding examples, you need to be aware that is the example to enhance your learning, or is the example going to be used in my exam? With your notes, focus on adding examples that are going to be asked in your exam and in your test, and examples that are for your understanding. They don't really have to be in your notes, but you can be aware of them. So write the notes in your own words, because you're most likely going to use simpler words that are easier for you to understand than using the jargon that textbooks use. When you're going to be reviewing your notes, you're not going to know what the hell they were talking about. You need to visualize your notes. Try to convert all your wordy stuff into diagrams, charts, tables, etc. It makes it easier for understanding, and everything is not as wordy. And the last tip is that when you're making your notes, it's not a create, set, and leaving. Your notes, you constantly need to revisit them. You make them one time, then you can simplify them another time and continue simplifying it, and to the point where you literally can have one summary sheet of one topic, one module, etc. So after being aware of all these 7 things that you need to do before you take your notes, you can join me on part 2, where I'm going to be explaining the 7 different ways that you can take your notes.